Christ gives you a purpose to live. Christ prepares you for death. And Christ removes the doubts about eternity. There is a remedy. I wrote a little booklet that many of you have seen. God has used it to the salvation of many. I still like the title. Christ is the answer. Christ is the answer. He's the remedy. There's a need. There's a remedy. But there's a danger. The danger is the danger of the remedy despised. The remedy neglected. The remedy rejected. Aye, and then finally the remedy removed. There is a danger. I want to be absolutely frank with you tonight. For every person here without Christ, listening to the gospel, there is a danger of the Spirit of God being removed, of the Spirit of God giving you up. We read of that tonight in 2 Chronicles 36 and 16. God sent messenger after messenger until finally he poured out wrath and no more messengers. In Genesis 6 and 3 he says, my spirit shall not always strive with man. In Romans chapter 1, 3 times, 24, 26 and 28, he says, so God gave them up. God gave them up. God gave them up. I think when the final books are unfolded from Northern Ireland, there will be a great multitude of people, and they listen to the gospel time after time. They could say, Lord, I was raised in the church. I went to Sunday school in the church. I was prayed for in the church. I was pointed to Christ in the church, but I despised the message. I went on my own worldly way. God gave me up. Oh, there is a danger, my friend, of despising and rejecting and neglecting and putting off the gospel until God removes the very opportunity that leaves you hardened in your sin. There's always, of course, the danger of sudden death. He that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed or cut off. There's always the danger of sudden death. I remember as a young man in our Mount Marion church, being at our Sunday school, annual Sunday school outing. We were down in Ballywalter that year. 3 of us young fellows were walking along the street. I remember it well. A young man came walking the other way, and we just had a few words with him. He lived not far from where we did, 5 minutes from our Mount Marion church. As he walked on, he obviously didn't want to talk too long with us. One of my companions said that he met him just a day or two before and had a great opportunity to give him the gospel. But it wasn't for him. He was, 17 years of age, 18 years of age. He'd got himself a motorbike. He was having a rare time. He was enjoying the world, as he thought, the booze, all that the world had to offer. The gospel wasn't for him. That was Saturday. The next Friday he was buried. Sudden death. Sometimes I think that Northern Ireland has become so inured by the constant references in the media to somebody being blown up or shot, so inured to the thought of sudden death, that the awful reality of it escapes you. You must die. The only reason you'll not die tonight, if you don't die tonight, is the grace of God. That's a danger. And of course, there's the danger of eternal destruction. Beware lest he take thee away with a stroke. Beware, my friend, lest the wrath of God rise up against you. Beware lest God cut you off and you're lost forever. Eternity. Eternity. Where will you be in eternity? There's a need. There's a remedy. There's a danger. And thus, finally, there's a warning. Beware. See your need. Lay hold of God's remedy. And let me put this to you clearly. Don't be satisfied with any quack remedies. When somebody comes along with some other way of salvation, reject it and lay hold of Christ. Flee from the danger. Flee from the wrath to come. My friend, if you miss Christ, you've missed everything. If you miss Christ, you've missed God's mercy. We're told God is a God of love. Sure, God is a God of love. But all the love of God is in Christ. God is a God of mercy, but all the mercy of God is in Christ. And if you miss Christ, there's no love outside of Christ. There's no mercy outside of Christ. If you miss Christ, when God offers him to you, then you pass beyond all hope forever. There's no second chance in hell. There's no annihilation in hell. There's no easing of torment in hell. There is no offer of Christ. There is no pleading with souls in mercy. There is no grace in hell. There is no escape. There is no remedy, because there is no ransom.